Hey all, welcome back to Train of Thought. My name is Trey, and this is where I share my thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets just wrapped up their road trip in LA. They fell to the Kings 2-1. The game was pretty much won and lost in the first period tonight. The Jets did not come out really at all in the first period. Don't want to be too rough, but they did not. They weren't there in the first period. And LA was there, and they came out strong. And I know that some of the people on the TV broadcast were saying it just looks like LA wants it a little bit more in this first period, and that was definitely true. The score was 2-0 after the first period, and the Kings outshot the Jets 19-6. So I knew the Jets would come back and make it a game and bring some effort, and they definitely did that. And in the second period, they were solid. They held their ground, and the third period they got a goal to make it 2-1. Nice goal by Jack Roslovic. Nice assist by Tucker Poolman. And then they had some glorious chances at the end of the game. But just the first period did them in tonight. So that's a big thing from this game. It's interesting because we've played LA twice, and both games have been the exact same, both in Winnipeg and in LA. They got outshot 19-6 tonight in the first period, and that game in Winnipeg, I looked it up. They got outshot 21-5 in the first period. And it's also interesting because the Jets only have 2 1-goal losses in regulation, and both of them are to the LA Kings. And the LA Kings have played better of late. They had a really rough start to the season. They have played better of late, but they are a last place team in the Western Conference. So that is a little bit of a bummer. You got to give credit to the Kings that they have come out hard, and they've had success by coming out hard. The Jets had a much better effort all around tonight because of the second and third period, because that game back in October, they did not look good in that game as far as energy and competes. And that's been, if you hear Paul Maurice, he's talking about, even though we lost tonight, I like our team competes. He'll probably say that about the second and third periods tonight, but definitely not about the first period. So I thought those were some interesting stats about how they've played against LA this year. Another thing that I've been thinking about is, they've played so well on the road, and with all the road games that they've played lately, how they're going and playing in 3 different time zones, all that. A lot of people have kind of felt like the Jets have overachieved, or like, man, how are they winning when they're traveling this much and playing all these tough games and playing a back-to-back tonight, all that. And I think that tonight it was kind of that, the law of averages a little bit, where things tend to even out. And for as well as the Jets have played, and they've played very, very well, tonight was not their night. So let's hope that it stays at that. A few positive notes from the game. Laurent Brossoit was a big positive. He stopped 32 out of 34 shots. He's going to get the loss on his stats, but that game could have been 7-1 with some of the chances that the Kings had, especially in the first period. The Jets were fortunate to only be down 2-0 when that period ended. The Jets had 3 power play opportunities. They didn't score. They got a few nice looks, but they had a tough time having some sustained pressure during those. But they did not commit a penalty tonight. So they had that game in San Jose where they committed 6 penalties. Tonight they didn't commit any. So that was a good thing. They went 2-1 on the road trip, so not all bad. They're gonna head home for one game again. They have a home and home coming up with Dallas. So that will be on Tuesday nights. So that's about all that I have from this game. Kind of doing a short video tonight. The game was kind of self-explanatory. There wasn't, since it was a 2-1 game, and most of the scoring was in the first period. That's about all I got. But thanks again for watching. If you like this video, smash that like button. If you really like this video, please subscribe and tell your friends. And I appreciate the support. I'd like to know your thoughts on the game in the comment section. And until next time, I hope you all have a great Saturday night / Sunday morning.